Hey everybody, Josh here. Just wanted to upload a real quick video to talk about the upcoming North American Honeybee Expo. So if you're not familiar with this, it's the largest honeybee conference trade show, I believe, not only in the United States, but it might be the biggest one in the world. So it was started last year by Cayman Reynolds and his wife, Laurel. They did an absolutely outstanding job. So I went to the one last year. Of course, it's right here in my backyard. It's in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Kentucky Expo Center, and I'm not sure how many people were there, but it could have been 1,000. It's 3 days long. It's coming up very soon, January 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th of 2025. So this is December 30th. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. And then, celebrate the New Year's and then turn around and go to an awesome honeybee conference. So it doesn't get any better than that. Hopefully you all can make it. They had people from not only all over the country, but from all over the world literally came to the Expo last year. So I expect it to be a huge turnout again this year. Great list of speakers, a lot of YouTube personalities. Bob Benny, Dirt Rooster is going to be there. Mr. Ed is going to be there. Of course, Cayman will be there as well. Corey Stevens, all sorts of speakers that are very knowledgeable on a variety of topics. So the way it typically works is you got the trade show kind of in the center there, where you've got, I don't know, 100 vendors or more. I'm not even sure how many vendors are there. I didn't count, but it's a ton of vendors that are going to be showcasing all of their products that they have to offer. A lot of these vendors are offering trade show discounts. So a lot of them required you to pre-order, so it may be too late for that, but I'm sure they're going to have a lot of their products available there at the actual conference. Some of them probably marked down with good pricing. I know last year, especially towards the last day, there was a lot of equipment that some vendors didn't want to take back home or load back up. So they were offering amazing deals on their equipment. So there's deals to be had, lots of good deals to be had. Of course, no shortage of awesome conversations. So if you're a bee nerd like me and you can talk about honeybees for hours upon hours on end, guess what? You're going to be surrounded by like-minded people that want to talk about honeybees for hours and hours as well. So if your significant other or your spouse is anything like my wife, she gets sick and tired of hearing me talk about bees all the time. So I can go to a conference like this and get to, geek out and nerd out over honeybees with my fellow beekeepers. So there's that. What else? Just, like I said, great speakers, lots of good deals to be had, lots of cool, awesome people that are going to be there. It's 3 days long, so it is a bit of a marathon. You don't have to, see everything or do everything all at once. I don't participate in it, but there is a huge honey competition. Best tasting, maybe best looking. I think there's entries for comb honey. Those of you that compete in your state fairs, it's probably something very similar. I just personally opt not to do that. I have a long ways to go before I could compete with some of these folks out there in terms of how awesome they make their comb honey look and whatnot. I'm just not there yet. I hope to be there someday. But I would argue that my honey does taste pretty good, though. At least that's the feedback that I've gotten from quite a few folks. So yeah, lots of good deals to be had. Make sure if you do show up, you bring a van or a truck, because if you're anything like me, you're going to be hauling away a lot of equipment and a lot of good bee products. Last year, they had like all sorts of free hors d'oeuvres and stuff. So they had like muffins, things like that. I forget the name of the coffee vendor that was there, but that coffee was so good and it was free of charge all day long. You could just get cups of coffee. I can't remember if they're from Tennessee or from here in Kentucky, but they served like, I forget how many thousands of cups of coffee they said they served. They were just constantly brewing it there left and right. So that was really cool. And if you want to meet some of your favorite YouTube personalities, it's a chance to come and shake Bob Benny's hand or shake Mr. Ed's hand, or there are going to be some EAS master beekeepers there. You've got David, and his last name is escaping me right now, but I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. He was there last year. Who else? Just, I don't know, lots of intelligent, smart folks that are going to be there that you can ask a lot of different bee questions that you may have. You can pick their brains. The good thing is, one thing I don't want to forget, when you purchase your ticket, you automatically get access to copies of all of the speakers' presentations. So since a lot of them happen at the same time, obviously you have to pick and choose. You're not going to be able to go to every single speaker or every single topic that that person may be speaking on. So what's nice is Cayman has it set up to where you can log back into the North American Honeybee Expo website and go back and watch any of those videos anytime you want. If you don't attend the conference, I think he charges $75 for access to all of those videos, which I don't blame him. You know, I mean, bills have to get paid, right? So it takes, you know, I can't imagine the amount of time, effort, energy, and money that is spent to organize and set up a conference of this size. When you've got literally thousands of people in attendance and God knows how many vendors and stuff, I'm sure it takes an incredible amount of their time. Yes, I'm sure they have some helpers, but I think primarily Cayman and his wife, you know, essentially run the show. So, and just kudos to them because I had so much fun last year. You know, the tickets aren't super cheap. I want to say it's like $180, something like that for all 3 days. You could get on the website and check. There may be still some tickets available. If not, I think it's more expensive to just show up at the door and purchase your ticket. Last year, they had to shut it down. They actually stopped at the door sales, had to turn some people away. I know talking in the community, there were some very disgruntled people about that. But at a certain point, yes, the Kentucky Expo Center is massive. It's like it's like the 7th largest one in the country, and they're actually expanding it, making it larger. So Cayman, make sure you keep bringing the Expo show here to Louisville. So selfishly, I love having it in my backyard. But anyway, you know, people come here. They stay the 2 nights. There's an awesome hotel across the street from the Expo Center. Folks just walk over and stuff. It's great. People fly in from all over. Richard Knoll came in from France last year, so that was cool. Just to be able to, you know, talk to folks and say hi and shake their hands and put a face to the name, you know. But yeah, 3 days long. So get your ticket if you haven't already gotten it. It's well worth it, in my opinion. I wasn't sure last year, but having gone now a year and seen everything and I mean, the ticket honestly will pay for itself in terms of the deals that I'm saving with the equipment that I'm getting. I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts, but I'm going to be bringing home, I'd say 3 very nice new toys that I will showcase on the channel here soon. And, you know, after spending or making my wallet several $1,000s lighter, $180 just in what I saved in shipping alone pays for the ticket itself, right? So, and the speakers and everything, the videos that you get afterwards, you know, the camaraderie with all the folks, in my opinion, it's well worth it. So that's it. Didn't want to make this a super long video, but, you know, it's December 30th and the conference starts Thursday. So I'm kind of getting this out there at the last second, but I do hope to see you there. If you do see me, please come up and say hi. I'd like to shake your hand. I'd like to, you know, meet folks that happen to watch my channel. It's very humbling, I'm just a people person. I love meeting people. I love talking to people, especially about bees. So if you happen to see me there at the conference, just say, hey, Josh, introduce yourself, you know, tell me where you're from and maybe what you like about the channel or what you don't like. I'm always open to suggestions for improvement. So, but that's it. Again, if you're coming to the conference, it's an awesome time. I guarantee you'll leave with a smile on your face. So yeah, if you are coming, safe travels, and I'll see you there. And have an awesome new year. Everybody be safe and have a happy 2025. I'll see you at the Bee Conference.